So we'll go ahead and start seated with the legs crossed. And we're going to start with just a couple of deep breaths in and out. Pull the shoulders back, get the spine up nice and straight. And then we want you to pull your shoulders forward, get an arch in the upper part of your back. Use the knees to pull yourself forward. Relax the head down. And then slide the hands back, pull the shoulders back, press them down. We'll repeat that one more time. Slide the hands forward, pull the shoulders forward, relax the head down. And then slide the hands back and pull the chest open, pull the shoulders back. We're going to go ahead and reach. So you can either use a yoga strap or you can use a band. Put your hand in the band. Reach. Pull the shoulders back. And then start pulling the hands away from each other. Deep breath. And let's tilt to the left. And tilt to the right. Bring the band up straight. And then we're going to drop the band, clasp your hands together. Turn your palms up and just stretch up toward the ceiling. Turn the palms back down and bring the arms down. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stretch out our necks. Tilt your head to the left. Tuck your chin in. Press your shoulders down and pull them back. Keep the head tilted and rotate your face upward towards the ceiling. And then rotate your head down. Take a look at your left thigh. Now switch the head to the right side. Tuck the chin. Press the shoulder down, pull them back. Keep the head tilted, rotate your face up toward the ceiling. And then rotate your head downward, look at your right thigh. Pull the shoulders down, pull them back. Let's bring the head level, stretch out the front of the neck. And then tilt the head forward, stretch the back of the neck, pull the shoulders back. And bring the head level. All right, so next we're going to clasp our hands together, interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind the neck, sit up nice and straight, and then pull the shoulders back, pinch the scapula together, and open the chest. Push the fingers towards each other. Push, push, push while still pulling the elbows back. Deep breath. And then relax your arm. Next, we're going to do Mallory torture pose. We're going to use a chair. You can use a bed. You can use a couch. You can use any surface that's up a little bit higher. We're going to start by bringing the elbows to the edge of the chair. Clasp the hands together. Pull the knees out away from the chair and relax the head through the arms. Make sure that the back does not arch. Keep that back engaged so it stays flat. And press the chest towards the floor. Make sure the elbows stay fairly close together. Just enough of an opening for your head to push through. And now we're going to slowly straighten out the elbows, bringing hands away from the head. And then slowly bend the elbows, bring the hands towards the neck. And we're going to do that about 5, 6 times at your own pace. After you're done, you'll bring your hand back to its original position, up towards the ceiling, and push the chest towards the ground again, and get a little bit deeper into the stretch. Now place the palms flat on the chair. And relax through again. This time hands are flat. Now we're going to switch to pec stretch. So we're going to come down onto the ground. We'll be kneeling down and walk your right hand away from your body and twist towards your left. Deep breath. You start to feel your pecs open and stretch. You keep twisting to get further into the stretch. And let's switch to the left side. So left hand goes out, twist towards your right. Take a deep breath in and out. Bring that arm in, and then we're going to have a seat. So next we're going to do fire log legs. Fire log legs, we're going to start with the right leg on the bottom, and the left leg is going to be stacked on top. And just a reminder for a couple of options for If you have really tight hips and your knees are way up here and you can't relax, you can either sit on a pillow, you can sit on anything that elevates you, some blocks or something like that, or you can switch yourself into a chair. And you would just bring the top leg over the knee. Okay. So if your knees are super tight and they're up towards your chest, you're going to want to switch. Make sure you elevate yourself up off the ground. I'm going to demo this on the ground. Sit up nice and straight. Push onto the ground. Get the back straight. And then gently push the knee down. So we're going to go into the twist next, but I'm going to do 2 different versions of the twist. So the first one, we grab the knee, pull it up towards the chest, and set the foot on the ground. And then you're going to hook your right arm around the knee and twist. This version targets more of the spine. Use that knee as leverage. And don't forget to twist your head and your neck and to make sure your spine is really straight. And then we'll come forward, bring the knee back down, and then we'll switch sides. So now the right knee is on top. Sit up nice and straight. Get that back straight. Gently push the knee. Pull your knee in towards your chest. Set that foot down. Hook the left elbow around the knee and go into your twist. Make sure your back is straight and make sure you twist your neck. Deep breaths. Come forward. All right, so we're going to do one more set of those, but then we're going to do a little bit different twist. Okay, so switch legs again. Left leg is on top. Push down the knee. And now, instead of hugging the knee, you're just going to slide the knee over to where the foot touches the floor. And then take the right arm or the right elbow and hook it around again and go into the twist. So when the knee is lower, you get more twist in the hips. So nice and straight, turn your head and your neck as well. Come forward. Switch the leg that's on top. Sit up nice and straight and press down on your knee again. Slide the knee over, push the foot onto the floor. Hook the left arm around and go into your twist. And then come forward. All right, so we're gonna come up to standing. We'll start with a wide-legged forward bend, so the feet are gonna be wide. Hands on the hips. We're gonna fold forward with a flat back. Bring your hands to your legs or to the ground and relax the head down. Make sure you take a look at the feet. Make sure that they're pointing straight ahead. The outside straight lines of the feet should be parallel to each other. Deep breath. So now if you're not able to touch the ground from here, I want you to step your feet wider if you need to in order to get your hands to the ground. And then relax down. Walk your hands to the right side. Grab that leg, grab the foot, or grab the ground if you need to. And then you're gonna bend your right knee and go into an adductor stretch on the opposite side. Straighten out the right knee. Walk to the left side. And then bend your left knee, go into the adductor stretch. One thing to keep in mind, because I do see this a lot, is when people want to relax in this stretch, they bring their butt all the way down to the ground. I want some activation here, so I want the rear end up off the ground. Okay, go ahead and straighten that leg. We're gonna go back to the other side and repeat this one more time. Go ahead and bend your knee. Stretch the adductor. Straighten up the knee, walk to the other side. And bend your left knee. This is the last adductor stretch. And then straighten up your knee, walk back to the middle, relax down again. One more time. Try to get a little bit closer to the ground than you did on the first time. And if you had to walk your feet really far apart in order to touch the ground, you may need to walk your feet in just a little bit to be able to come back to standing. So that's up to you. Bring your hands to your hips. And then come up nice and slowly. All right, so next is hip drivers. So if you like to use a band for the hip drivers, the band is going to give you a little bit more activation in the legs. So for the hip drivers, we put the band around the knees. You don't have to use a band for these, it's really up to you. We're going to shift the balance onto the right leg. We're going to bend the knee, and the left toe is going to be up on a point, and we're going to be pivoting from that left toe. We're going to rotate the knee in, and as soon as you hit that end range of motion and you can't rotate anymore, I want you to try to rotate just a little bit more, and then you're going to rotate out. And again, as soon as you stop, I want you to rotate just a little bit more. And then we're going to repeat that at our own pace. Nice and slowly. Make sure you're bent down on your knee just enough to strengthen that standing leg. Give it a little bit of a challenge. Make sure just your leg is moving. A lot of people will move their whole body. So we're really trying to separate that femur from the hips and only move just the leg. So let's switch sides. We're going to go onto the left, squat down a little bit, and rotate in and out at your own pace. Make sure you're going nice and slow. Really spending a good extra pause at the end of the range of motion. All right, we'll do one more on each side. So switch back to the first side. Squat down. Go at your own pace. And switch back to the other side. Make sure that knee is bent so that you get that challenge on the standing leg, so it's strengthening the standing leg. All right, come up straight. So the next thing we're going to do is a standing, it's like a star balance pose, but it's just going to be one continuous movement. So because it is a balance pose, if the balance poses are easy for you and you want to give yourself an extra challenge, you're going to take a mat or a blanket or a towel and you're going to fold it up, and then you're going to set it on the ground, and each leg that you balance on will be challenged by the fact that the mat is soft and it's going to challenge your balance. So you can do that. You can also keep the strap on your legs. You don't have to do this with a strap, but to get that extra challenge, you keep the strap on your legs. The hips are a little bit easier. If you move them to the ankles, that's going to be a little bit harder. Okay, so we're going to start by balancing on the right side, and you're going to squat down again. You're going to pull the foot up, and then you're going to rotate it all the way around the body as far as it'll go until you can't move it anymore. And then you're going to bring it back. If you need to pause to take a quick break and catch your balance, you can. Otherwise, you're just going to keep rotating the leg around the body, trying not to stop. Make sure that that standing knee is still bent if you want to get that extra challenge with the leg strength. Okay, let's switch sides. Standing on the left, bring the right foot out, bend that knee, and rotate the foot. You want to pay extra close attention to trying to raise that rotating foot as high as you can. You don't want it just grazing the floor. You want to try to get it as high off the ground as you can manage. Let's switch back to the first side. Go at your own pace. Nice and slow. Try to keep control of your balance. Do one more and then we're gonna switch sides. Try to keep your body as upright as possible. Try not to lean forward or to the side as you move. Try to keep that upper body stable. Let's do one more. And then you can go ahead and bring your feet down and take the band off. All right, so now that we've activated those hips, we're gonna go into the sequence. So we're gonna do the down dog sequence that goes into lunge and twist. So just a real quick demo, you don't have to do it yet. You can just watch it. We're gonna start in quadruped. Bring your hips up, press your chest towards your feet. Make sure that your hands are about shoulder width apart, that your feet are about hip width apart, and that your feet are far enough away from your body that your heels can't touch the ground. That way you get your calf stretch. Okay, we'll take the left arm or the left leg up in the air first. Bring it to the chest, bring the knee into the chest. We'll do that 3 times. And then you'll bring the leg through into a lunge. Then we'll do a twist. So I want you to try your best to control your body up if you can. Hook the elbow around the knee, go into a twist, and then go into the other side. If for any reason you can't do the twist this way, then you can grab the ground and then do your twist. It's a little bit easier. It's a little bit less strength involved. And then bring the other hand and twist. Okay, so once you do your twist, then you're gonna step the foot back into plank, and then you're gonna pull your hips up back into down dog, and then we'll repeat everything from there. All right, so everybody start in down dog. Press your chest towards your feet. Make sure your hands are shoulder width apart and your feet are hip width apart. Make sure your heels are able to be off the ground to stretch those calves. Deep breath. Bring the left leg out and up towards the ceiling. Let the hips open up. And then bring the knee into the chest. Bring it back out. Bring it back to the chest. One more time, bring it out. And back to the chest. Hold that knee towards the chest. And then bring it through into a lunge. And then we're going to go into our twist. You're going to do the most challenging version of the twist. You're going to actually bring your hands up in prayer pose. And then hook the elbow around. And then twist to the other side. Come back into the lunge. Step the foot back into plank, and then go into down dog again. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So bring the other leg up. Bring your knee to your chest. Bring it up. Knee to your chest. One more time up. Knee to your chest. Take the leg through to high lunge. Bring the hands up into prayer pose. Go into your twist. Twist to the other side. Go back into the lunge. Step your foot back into plank. And then go into down dog again. All right, so if you need a quick break, you can take a break here, or you can continue to stay in down dog. All right, let's take the left leg up. Bring the knee into the chest and up. Knee into the chest. Up one more. Knee into the chest. Take the leg through, go into lunge. Go into your twist. Nice and slow and controlled. Switch sides on your twist. Go back into runner or to the lunge. Step the foot back into plank and go back into down dog. All right, we're gonna do our last one. We're gonna do the other side. Bring the leg out straight. Bring the knee in. Leg out straight. Bring the knee in. One more, leg out straight. Bring the knee in. Take the leg through to the lunge. Twist to one side. Twist to the other side. Back into lunge. Step the foot back into plank. And then go into down dog. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then bring your knees down. We're going to take a quick breath in child's pose. So you're going to sit on your heels and then walk your hands away from the body, rest your head on the ground, and just take a couple quick recovery breaths. That's really it for the challenging sequence today. So we're going to go from here into laying pigeon pose. So you're going to lay on your back. Take the left leg over the right knee. You're going to grab your thigh and go into pigeon pose. Some people call it figure four. Take some deep breaths. As you relax, I want you to pull your thigh closer to your body. Now let's get some ankle mobility. So we have the left leg on top. I want you to point your left toe. And then flex your foot. Point. Flex. Point. And flex. clockwise circles with the foot. Switch direction. Okay, so we're going to switch directions back clockwise, but we're going to go really slow. Big, big circles, as big as you can make them. Nice and slow. Switch directions, same thing, big circles, nice and slowly. It's really important when you do mobility that you're not just stretching muscles, but you're using muscles in order to get that mobility, in order to get that movement. So this should feel a little bit tiring too. Go ahead and stop the ankle rotations. Gently pull that thigh closer to your chest and get a little bit deeper into the pigeon pose figure 4. Take a deep breath in and out. And then we're going to switch sides. So the right leg is on top of the knee. You're going to point the right foot. And then flex. Point. Flex. Point. And flex. Clockwise circles. Switch directions. Back clockwise, but go really slow. Really big circles with the foot, as big as you can make them. And switch directions. Again, nice big, big circles. Relax the ankle, stop the circles, and then grab that thigh, pull it towards your chest again, and get deeper into the pigeon stretch. Release that thigh. And then we're going to go into our very last set of stretches, which is laying big toe pose. So you're going to grab that strap, or you can use a towel, or if you have a belt or a strap off of a laptop bag, anything will do. You're going to start by putting your right leg into the strap, bring it up straight, and get in a hamstring pose. Relax your foot so that your calf has a chance to stretch. If your foot is tense and pointing up to the ceiling, then you're not going to get the hamstring stretch. So try to relax the foot. Big deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull that strap just a little bit more. Try to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. Make sure that the knee is straight. Don't let the knee bend. Knee is straight. We're going to take that right leg, cross it over to the left side. Let the hip come off the ground so that the foot can get close to the ground. Get a little bit more twist when you let the hip come up off the ground. And then your body is going to twist away from the foot. Deep breath. Bring the leg up and slowly lower it to the other side. You're going to put the strap in the opposite hand. Lower it to the other side. Make sure that the toe is not pointed up towards the ceiling. Make sure the foot is parallel to the ground. Take some deep breaths. As you relax, gently pull the foot closer to the floor and open those hips. Bring the leg back out straight. Now we're going to go into the bicep femoris stretch. So you're going to bend your knee just a little bit and then pull the strap as far as you can. Your leg might be a little bit shaky, that's okay. You're going to take the leg across to the left side just a little bit. Don't set it all the way down to the ground. The knee is still bent. And you're going to keep pulling. Bring the leg back up straight. Straighten out the knee. Take a deep breath in and out. And then you're going to switch sides. Switch legs. Again, remember to relax the foot, keep the knee straight. Deep breaths. Take the left leg and lower it to your right side. You always want to have the strap in the same hand as the side that you're lowering it to so that you can open up your chest. If you use the opposite arm, you're going to pull your body towards the foot. So you want to be able to open your chest. Try to draw the foot towards the ground as best as you can. Deep breaths. Bring the leg back up straight. Slowly lower to the left side, switch the strap into the other hand. Take a look at the foot, make sure the foot is parallel to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower the foot closer to the floor as much as you can. Open the hips. Bring that left leg back up. Gently bend your knee just a little bit. Go into the bicep femoris stretch. Pull your strap. And take your leg and lower just a little bit to the right side. Again, not all the way down this time. Release your foot from the strap. Toss your strap aside. You're going to actually take both of your knees, hug them in towards your chest. And then you're going to take the bottoms of your feet, push them together, set them down on the ground, and let your hips open up so the knees are bent and the hips are open. If it starts to get uncomfortable, you can straighten your legs, but I want you to try to hold the hips open. Take a deep breath in and out and let the knees draw towards the floor. Take some deep breaths in and out. You should feel your abdomen rise when you breathe in, and your abdomen should fall down as you let all the air out. Let's do one big deep breath in, and one breath out. Straighten your legs. Continue your normal breathing. And I just want to remind all of you that you should be proud of yourselves for putting in the work today. And I always appreciate you choosing to do that here with me. And whenever you're ready, you can roll to your side and come up slowly. Thanks everyone for joining me.